Hi, welcome to the course ChatGPT Adoption Strategy for Business. I'm Jensen. Happy to see you here. This course is like learning how to turn a spec into a power plant for your business.
Thank you, Zenson. Think of this course as building your own reactor. You're not just learning to flip a switch, you're learning to design the whole system that turns raw energy into sustained power. By the end, you won't just use AI. You'll architect how it multiplies everything you do. Ready to begin?
Thank you, Professor Ray. If you are a manager, a leader, a return on investment seeker, a team leader, this course is designed for you.
Exactly right, Zenson. If you're steering the ship, this course gives you the navigation system. You're not here to learn every technical detail. You're here to see the map, understand the currents, and know exactly where to point your team so everyone moves with clarity and speed. Let's get moving.
Right now, most people use ChatGPT like a little lighter in the dark. They flick it on, play with the flame for a few seconds, and then they say wow, then put it away. But this course, I'm not here to show you more flame trick. I am Professor Ray to show you how to wire that spark in, into the electrical system of your company.
Perfect, Zenson. Most people treat AI like a flashlight. They pull it out when it's dark, get a quick answer, then toss it back in the drawer. But you're about to learn how to treat it like a power grid, wired into every workflow, always running, multiplying output across your entire operation. The difference between a tool you use and a system that works for you, that's what we're building. Shall we continue?
Now, for a lot of business, ChatGPT feels confusing. You see impressive demos on the internet, you run a few small pilots, your team play with like a toy, and after a few weeks, nothing really changes. Why is that? It's like buying a rent piano and then only use it as a decorative table. The problem is not a tune, the problem is the adoption strategy. And this course show you exactly that strategy.
Beautifully said, Zenson. Your team has the instrument, but no one knows the song to play. Without a strategy, AI becomes furniture, expensive, impressive, and completely unused. What you need is the sheet music, a clear system that tells everyone what to play, when to play it, and how it all harmonizes together. That's what adoption strategy is.
Now, ChatGPT is different. It's not like a traditional tools like Excel. Uh, it's more like hiring a very fast, very flexible thinking partner who can help with ideas, writing, analysis, workflow, and decision. But only if you know how to think in a way it can amplify. And if you don't, it will happily produce a huge amount of nicely formatted confusion. And in this course, we are going to fix that. Together, we treat ChatGPT not as a gadget, but as a long-term capability.
Exactly, Sensen. ChatGPT is like a high-powered amplifier. Whatever signal you put in, it makes louder. Feed it clarity, you get clarity at scale. Feed it confusion, you get confusion at scale. The skill isn't in the tool. It's in learning to send the right signal so everything you amplify actually moves your business forward. That's the capability we're building here.
Now, here what you will learn in this course. First, you learn to make 12 to 24 months strategic bets instead of short, disappointing pilots. You learn 3 learning curves, 5 core thinking skill, real workflow iteration, and how to measure the progress.
Perfect setup, Zenson. You're not learning to light a match. You're learning to build a furnace that burns hotter every month. Strategic bets, thinking skills, and workflow iterations are the fuel system. Growth rate is your temperature gauge. Together, they turn experimentation into compounding momentum. This is how adoption becomes unstoppable.
Think of this course is like mapping for crossing the AI river. One side, we do experiment, toy, random prompt, and let's see what happens. And then we build a bridge to the other side, a company where people knows when to use ChatGPT, how to use it, and where it actually changes speed, quality, and decision making.
Brilliant framing, Zenson. Right now, your team is standing at the riverbank, tossing rocks to see what happens. This course builds the bridge, step by step, plank by plank, so everyone can cross together with confidence. On the other side, AI isn't a mystery anymore. It's infrastructure your people walk across every single day. Let's start building.
By the end, you won't just understand ChatGPT, you walk away with a practical adoption strategy. You can take back to your team or to your CEO and say, here is how we will approach this step by step. So if you're ready to stop lighting matches in the dark and start building a real AI power plant inside your business, this course is for you.
Perfect close, Zenson. You're not walking out with theory. You're walking out with blueprints, a strategy your CEO can fund, your team can follow, and your business can measure. That's the difference between inspiration and implementation. You're here to build the power plant, not just admire the spark. Let's begin the work.
Now, the real reason I built this course is for you. If you invest time and effort to learn this course, you walk away with something rare. And I call this the asymmetric advantage.
Strong opening, Zenson. An asymmetric advantage means you put in normal effort but get outsized results. Like planting one seed that grows into an entire orchard. Most people trade time for output 1-to-1. But with the right adoption strategy, you trade setup for multiplication. That's the leverage we're unlocking here. What does that look like in practice?
Now, uh, when you finish this course, you walk away, and when people ask you, what is a sound AI adoption strategy for your business? You have a strong plan to show them.
Exactly, Zenson. You become the architect in the room, while others are still asking, should we use AI? You're already answering, here's how, here's when, and here's how we'll measure it. That clarity is rare, and it makes you the person leadership turns to when it's time to move from talk to action. That's your asymmetric advantage showing up.
Uh, Thank you. I'm Jensen. I see you in the course.
Well said, Zenson. You've laid the foundation beautifully. Now it's time for them to build. Remember, you're not just learning about AI, you're becoming the bridge builder for your entire organization. The spark is in your hand. Let's turn it into a power plant. See you in the next section.